Hi, all the students. Welcome once again to Icon Says Cat YouTube channel. My name is Anil Chaudhary, and in today's video, we are going to have the first-hand experience of SIBM Nagpur's interview. So, standing with me is Ishan Dayani, and Ishan का आज सुबह ही SIBM Nagpur का interview हुआ है. It was an online interview. So, we are going to discuss कि आखिर SIBM Nagpur का interview कैसा था. And whatever things Ishan will be sharing with us, it is not only going to help the students who are going to have the interview with SIBM Nagpur, but at the same time, whichever Symbiosis interview you people are going to face, or possibly any B school, these are the kind of questions which you people will have to handle. Okay, so what actually happens, and moreover, the students who are preparing for SIBM, they have one more concern. Sir, what happens in a group exercise? So he had a group exercise also. So what was there in that? We will discuss that as well. So hi Ishan. Hi. So finally आज थोड़ा सा relax हो गया तो?
Definitely sir.
Right. थोड़ा सा concern था, and I believe that जिन बच्चों का लाइफ का फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू होता है, थोड़ी सी नर्वसनेस तो कॉमनली होती है. ओके, तो ईशान चलो अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताओ कैसा पूरा फ्लो था. सबसे पहले क्या हुआ? ओके, एंड देन ग्रुप एक्सरसाइज का टॉपिक क्या था, एंड कॉमन क्वेश्चंस क्या थे पर्सनल इंटरव्यू में. यस प्लीज.
यस सर. So basically my interview was divided into two parts. The first is group discussion and the second part is a personal interview, sir.
Okay.
The first part, the timing for first part was for GD was from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
In this, in panel, there was 10 members along with me. So the coordinator of the panel had divided members into two groups of consists of 5 and 5. I was among the first 5 persons whom the GDs firstly gonna happening.
So Ishan, it was actually not a group exercise. It was just like
yes,
a
sir.
GD.
Yes, sir. Basically.
Okay, where a topic was given and you were supposed to discuss on that.
Definitely, sir.
And that too, you were supposed to discuss among 5 students only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the students, please note, 10 students थे इसके पूरे बैच में, जिसे 2 पार्ट्स में 2 ग्रुप्स में डिवाइड कर दिया. And the topic was given. So क्या टॉपिक था ईशान?
Sir, the topic was is nuclear energy boon or bane?
Okay, okay.
Sir, I was lucky enough. All my panelists are in the favor of the topic. Yes, nuclear energy is a boon. So the GD went pretty smoothly. They have allotted a perfect time that your GD will start from 8:45 and it got over to 8:55 a.m. in which they divided into 2 segments. First 13 minutes they decided that you should give to discussion, and at last 2 minutes you should conclude the
the total 15 minutes का ये exercise था,
yes,
जिसमें 13 मिनट तक you people were supposed to discuss, और लास्ट में 2 मिनट one by one all the students are supposed to give the conclusion.
Yes, sir.
So nuclear energy, boon or a bane, and all the 5 participants were in favor of that. But anyway, when it becomes a group discussion, students it hardly matters कि सारे candidates फेवर में थे या कुछ अपोज कर रहे थे. तो डिबेट जब होती है और डिस्कशन, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, इट इज अ डिस्कशन, इट इज नॉट अ डिबेट. तो वहां पर एक टीम स्पिरिट के साथ वी विल हैव टू लिसन टू द ओपिनियंस ऑफ अदर्स, एंड वी पीपल हैव टू बी assertive and confident enough in putting forward our ideas also. तो ईशान, तेरा परफॉर्मेंस ठीक रहा? You are satisfied with it?
Yes, sir. It was much better than previous. After preparing, it was much smooth and all. I had roughly spoken for around 4 to 5 minutes minimum in the span of 15 minutes, and I also took the lead and conclude the
fantastic. बहुत ही बढ़िया. And ईशान की स्माइल बता रही है कि जीडी इसका बहुत अच्छा सा रहा है. And मैं जानता हूँ कि ये जब आया था तो थोड़ा सा क्या बहुत ज़्यादा ही नर्वस था इंटरव्यू को लेकर. सर क्या होगा क्या नहीं. पता नहीं. वे स्टूडेंट्स, अब अपन चलते हैं इंटरव्यू की तरफ. तो इंटरव्यू के लिए व्हाट वाज द प्रोसेस एंड कितने पैनलिस्ट थे?
यस सर. So after GD, all the persons combined of 10 members were sitting in the waiting room, and all the people was allotted a sequence number. That first interview is of yours. My sequence number was 4. So when my turn came, there was 2 female panelists. The one was a younger one, and the another is a little bit older. So the panelist number 1 asked me a few questions. The first question was, we all know, tell me about yourself. And the second one was, why you want to do MBA? Third one was, if you don't get good job, what will you do? So I have handled them pretty passionately and answered them thoroughly.
Absolutely. So all the students do understand. किसी भी interview में there are 3-4 categories of questions. The first is the personal questions, and the second, sometimes questions are based on your academics, sometimes questions are based on current affairs, and there is one more category about your work experience. So ईशान बता रहा है कि beginning में जनरल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, व्हाई एमबीए, और एक अच्छी जॉब अगर नहीं मिली तो क्या करोगे?
What will you do?
ओके एंड सॉरी, टेल मी ईशान, जब आप आंसर दे रहे थे तो क्या पैनल बहुत पेशेंस के साथ सुन रहा था या फिर वो बहुत ज्यादा काउंटर क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे थे?
No, sir. One, the panelists were too calm and composed. They are giving appropriate time. That take your time and speak thoroughly.
वेरी नाइस. सो ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, देखो क्या होता है ना, कभी भी इंटरव्यू में आप पार्टिसिपेट करो, इंटरपर्सनल स्किल्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एंड यू विल हैव टू सी कि पैनल कितना पेशेंट है. इफ द पैनल इज पेशेंट इनफ, गिव एलाबोरेट आंसर्स. बट अगर लगता है कि पैनल इज नॉट शोइंग दैट मच ऑफ पेशेंस, तो यू शुड बी रेडी टू गिव अ वेरी क्रिस्पी आंसर एज वेल. Okay.
Yes.
All right. After this, what happens?
Sir, after this, they have asked me, do you read any business newspapers? Or if you read, name any 3 business newspapers.
Okay, okay.
So I said that I don't read much newspaper. So they have asked me counter question. So how do you keep yourself aware about the business news? So
Okay,
I have
okay.
answered them.
Carry on, please. Carry on.
Yes, sir. So I have answered them that I follow business leaders and all on different social media platforms like Twitter is there, Reddit is there, LinkedIn is there. Through there, I get a crisp knowledge of and brief knowledge of each and every type of business news.
Okay, okay.
So after that, they have asked me name any 3 business newspaper. Unfortunately, I only know one business newspaper which was Economic Times. So say don't worry. So they have jumped over next question.
Okay, and all the students, one piece of advice here. ऐसा अगर मैं उस समय नहीं भी बता पाऊँ, sorry, don't fumble. आप आराम से confidence के साथ coolly, calmly try to handle the situation. You can say that one is Financial Express, second is Economic Times, and in case if you are not able to get the third one, sorry sir, I am able to recall only 2 right now. So in this manner, you can actually handle the situation properly, but nothing to get embarrassed. Students understand, interview is just a normal conversation. Some questions you'll be knowing the answers of, and some questions possibly उसके answers नहीं पता होंगे. नहीं पता है तो परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं है. इंटरव्यूअर आपके आंसर्स नहीं देखना चाहता है, वो देखना चाहता है how do you handle the situation. Yes. After that, what happened?
Sir, after that, the panelist asked me what type of leadership style do you follow?
Leadership style. Okay.
Yes. So I have answered them that I follow autocratic leadership style. I was lucky enough that they do not dive deep into it.
हाँ, but फिर भी autocratic थोड़ा सा इस तरफ आ जाओ.
Yes, sir.
फिर भी autocratic. Okay, autocratic का meaning पता है, right? So we should know, okay, what kind of leadership style. Now see, students understand. Leadership styles वैसे बहुत सारे parameters होते हैं. There are 2 basic leadership styles. One is transformational and one is transactional. But anyway, leadership के बारे में questions आने के पूरे chances हैं. What is the difference between leadership and management? What qualities a leader should have? What qualities a manager should have? Okay, the questions like any weakness which you have, which can stop you from becoming a successful leader, okay, or a successful manager. So these kind of questions can also be there. To be ready with that and read a lot of stuff about leadership and management. Okay.
Yes, sir. After that, they have asked me give real life example in which you have shown leadership quality in your group.
बिल्कुल, सारे स्टूडेंट्स रियल लाइफ क्वेश्चंस हमेशा पूछे जाते हैं. ऐसा कोई चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन आप शेयर करें जहां पर आपने किसी प्रॉब्लम को फेस किया, हाउ डिड यू ओवरकम इट, एंड ऐसी कोई सिचुएशन वेयर यू हैव एग्जिबिटेड योर लीडरशिप स्टाइल. तो कुछ दे पाया इसका आंसर?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Sir, in college times, I have a group of my friends. We have all together donated blood to the NGO which I have lead.
ठीक है, कुछ हमने जो इवेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज किए, किसी एनजीओ को आपने लीड किया, ओके, या फिर आप स्पोर्ट्स अगर खेलते हो तो कोई ग्रुप स्पोर्ट्स है, टीम स्पोर्ट्स हैं जिसमें आप कैप्टन थे, ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें जो पीपल कैन शेयर. ओके, आगे और क्या क्वेश्चंस थे?
Yes, sir. And the last question from panelist number 1 was, who is your role model?
Okay.
So I have answered them that my role model is Magnus Carlsen, which is one of the best chess player around the world. So they have asked me why Magnus Carlsen. So I have told them that he is such a player. The chess is a game of the chess is a very smart game. If you panic, you lose the game. So he play with such a calm and composed mind that the opponent will panic. He doesn't panic, and he remembers the patterns of chess.
And I think ईशान ने ये जो आंसर दिया ये बहुत ही यूनिक आंसर है बिकॉज मैग्नस कार्लसन को अपना रोल मॉडल बताया इसके चांसेस बहुत कम है ओके इफ यू हैव गॉट एनी सच रोल मॉडल डू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई क्यों वो इंस्पायर करता है आपको एंड उनमें क्या अच्छा नहीं लगता है इवन दिस क्वेश्चन कैन बी क्लियर रोल मॉडल एंड इट इज नॉट नीडेड दैट यू शुड गिव द आंसर ऑफ ओनली वन पर्सन पॉसिबली अगर आप कोई एक रोल मॉडल का नाम नहीं ले सकते you don't say that I don't have any role model. That shows a very negative that will create a negative perception about ourselves. It shows that we don't take inspiration from anyone or we are not able to see good things in anyone. So it's better instead of saying I don't have any role model, you can say sir, taking a name of one particular person will not be possible, but yes, there are a few persons who inspire me. One is this, second is this, third is this. In this way you can actually give the answer. Okay. So one is role model.
Yes,
After
sir.
that,
Sir, and the very last question from panelist number 1 was very basic question. What is our national anthem? Who wrote it? And what is our national song? Who wrote it?
yes, all the students, ये जो बहुत basic general awareness है, okay, बच्चों से पूछा जाता है how many states are there, how many UTs are there, something about the constitution, how many types of fundamental rights are there. जैसे ईशान से पूछा गया नेशनल एंथम नेशनल सॉन्ग सॉरी तो अंश हु रोट इट रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर आंसर दे दिया
yes sir definitely
नेशनल सॉन्ग वंदे
मातरम and
किसने लिखा है
बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी sir it I was unaware
अभी नहीं पता था अब नहीं पता है तो यू कैन से सर आई वाज नोइंग हिम आई नो द आंसर आई हैव read it sorry sir I'm not able to recall right now. In this way you can actually handle the situation rather than going blank, okay, rather than fumbling, rather than feeling embarrassed. Stay calm and say yes sir I have read about that person, I'm unable to recall the name as of now. Okay,
yes,
then
and sir after that we'll come to panelist number 2 which is an older lady. She was very inspired by the fact that I have chosen the role model Magnus Carlsen, so she was keen to deep dive into it. That she has asked me, you have said that you like Magnus, for how long you are playing chess? Okay. She has asked me. So I answered the question pretty smartly. I said that I'm not a very pro chess player or advanced level athlete. I am a beginner in this field. From this year I have taken chess seriously. Previously I was just playing it for fun, and after that she said, Achha, tell me one question. Tell me one answer. Who is the youngest chess player of India who is trending in news? So I was aware about that and I had asked her.
yes, Pragnananda.
Pragnananda was.
Yes, he is in news and he has won several chess tournaments also, and he had a tie with Magnus Carlsen as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And she has asked me, you want to do MBA in which specialization?
Okay.
So I have answered, I want to do MBA in finance. So she asked me, what fintech startup or companies do you know?
Yes, all the students do understand. The moment you say finance or marketing, expect so many questions purely based on that. So, Ishan se question पूछा गया, name a few fintech companies or fintech startups.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, were you knowing the answer?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was very well aware about that. The first is Bharat Pay. I have answered. The second was Phone Pay. Third one was Paytm is also there. Then they have stopped me and they have moved towards the next question.
Okay.
They have asked me, what is the GDP of India? Approximately, you should tell me.
Okay.
So, sir has told that the GDP of India has crossed $4 trillion mark. So, I remember that, then I have answered.
Okay.
They were pretty
Very
satisfied
nice.
with my answer. So, after that, they asked me, what are the countries that are ahead of India in terms of GDP?
Okay.
And where does India stands in terms of GDP in ranking wise?
Okay.
So I have answered them. US is ahead of us, China is ahead of us, Germany is ahead of us, and the fourth one is Japan, and fifth one is
India की position 5th number पे है.
Yes, sir.
Good.
And after that, she asked me that what values should a finance guy should carry in your opinion. So I have answered that a finance guy should, because finance is a very trustworthy, because we are uh, living in numbers. We should be very transparent to our colleagues. Proper ethicalness should be there.
Absolutely. Anyway,
Yes.
whatever answer you have given, what is more important is what questions were there. So see what values a finance guy should have. Okay. So such questions pertaining to finance can be there. And about finance students, lot of other questions can also be there. In our classes, we keep discussing about so many questions which may particularly come from this particular area. All the students who are saying finance, be very much aware. Okay, what are the methods of valuing a company? At the same time, you should know a few examples about which are the international and national credit rating agencies. Possibly the question can be based on that. Okay, possibly the question can be name a few investment banking companies. Okay, and you should understand the difference between angel investors, seed capital, okay, private equity. Okay, so at least these things and some common financial ratios also you should be aware about.
Yes, sir.
Yes. और क्या पूछा गया?
Sir, in this question, I answered that the finance guy should be ethical. So she had stopped me and asked me last question: name finance companies which has been caught doing unethical practices.
My God, what a wonderful question it is. तो स्टूडेंट जैसे आपने एथिक्स पर बात की, द क्वेश्चन वाज ऐसी कंपनी का नाम बताओ जिसने कोई अनएथिकल प्रैक्टिस की है. अब स्टूडेंट जब भी आप इसका आंसर दो ना तो सीधे ये नहीं बोलना है किसने किया उसने किया उसने किया. ये तब बोला जा सकता है जब कोर्ट में वो साबित हो जाए. Okay, या फिर others loudly established to fact. Otherwise, yes, sir, madam, such accusations were there on these companies. Such allegations were there on these companies. It's always to be on a safer side. Instead of directly pointing, you say that these companies were under suspicion, okay, for some unethical financial practices. Okay, then any other question?
Sir, this was the last question.
And
from
finally, कैसे end हुआ? उन्होंने कुछ पूछा कि any question for us या ऐसा कुछ?
No, sir, they didn't ask this, but they passed a smile, both passed a smile and said, "Thank you so much, Ishan," and I also greeted them. The
Right. तो
interview was
दोनों panelists happy थे आपसे?
Yes, sir, definitely they were happy, and I think there should be one question which is completely in our head. Like my role model, they were very inspired by that. That's why I think this thing keeps me an edge over others. I think so.
Okay, okay. Hello, very nice, Ishan. Thank you very much for being with us and sharing your experience. All the students, I think whatever Ishan has discussed and shared with you, it's going to help you a lot in your preparation for the interviews and framing the answers as well. Okay, and the various steps which I have been giving to you, keep working on that. If any student wants to join dedicated batches for personal interview, online, offline, both the courses are available. So the number which is there in the description box, you can WhatsApp on that, or you can actually post anything in the comment box and we will reply to that. So thank you very much for being with us, and thanks Ishan, and all the best.